Hello and welcome to the All for the Culture podcast and YouTube show. This is your host, the Hip Hop Handicap. We here with the original AJ, Clover G artist, now King Life artist too as well. Now, right? So, man, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from originally, and if you're from Houston, what side of Houston you from? Like,
Well, I'm originally from Chicago. You know what I mean?
oh, really? From Chi-Town, from Chirac?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I moved to Houston in like '90. So, you know, I've been out here ever since, man, since like '90s. So, you know, but originally from Chi-Town, though.
So you got family back there? How you feel about what's going on over there? Like how bad it's gotten over there?
Man, it's crazy out there. Like the living out there situation is like totally different from out here. Like it's a whole different lifestyle. Like they heartless out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I refuse to grow up in the community of Chicago. Like I can't do it. You know, I'm from the South Side of Chicago, 47th Street, but it's like not a place for, you know, me. I can't do it. You know, once I got out of there, I never went back. I got family out there. You know, my sister's out there.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Actually, my dad is still out there.
Okay.
But me personally, I can't do it. You know, God bless Chicago right now because they going through it, and you know, I just can't be a part of that. But you know, shout out to Chi-Town.
Yeah, we had a lot of Chi-Town people on the show. We had E-Day, we had Mama Capone, Ella Capone's mother.
Okay.
We had a lot of Chicago artists because I like Chicago, some of the new Chicago rap.
Right.
I'm into that, and you know, that's what a lot of the young kids are into nowadays.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're from Chicago. So when you went in H-Town, where are you from exactly?
Oh, I'm from the South Side of H-Town.
South Side.
South Side.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So what type of kid were you in school? Where growing up?
Oh, I was like the flyest kid. I was the kid that, you know, had the newest shoes, had the jewelry, had the cars. You know how people didn't have cars. You know, the kids didn't have cars. I was one of the ones who had the cars and had the music in the trunk, and you know, because I was always in the streets. Well, I got in the streets at like 15.
Okay.
So I had the things that the kids at school didn't have.
Okay.
You know, they was more so focusing on their parents to get it for them, and I was getting it for myself. So I was actually the player in school. I had the women. You know what I'm saying? I was a man. So you know, I'm not saying I'm just getting all the credit, but you know, I was one of the popular kids in school.
Okay. And you talked about being in the streets. When did you decide that look, I'm gonna switch over from the streets to this music thing? I'm gonna do this music thing. And what made you fall in love with the culture?
Well, seeing my brothers and how they was doing it, and you know how they was traveling, getting money, and you know, putting on for the city and out of town, out of the cities, and I liked it. I you know, I was always influenced by it. I was at DJ Screw House, you know, when my brothers was making tapes and, you know, all that. So I soaked it all in, and, you know, I just like, man, I want to do that as well.
Was your brother a famous Houston rapper?
Well, I wouldn't, you know, say famous or whatever, but, you know, people know him.
People know him?
Yeah, people know him.
He's making money off his music?
He's made money.
Yeah, okay. All right.
He's made money. Yeah.
Okay. But you met DJ Screw and you...
Of course.
Oh, really?
Of course. Okay. We have like 8 screw tapes in the screw shop right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, I mean, I'm realizing I guess DJ Screw was some of your early influences, but who were some of your early influences?
Well, I jammed a lot of MC8.
MC8.
I jammed a lot of MC8 and a lot of Big Pun. You know, like, if you was to jam MC8, MC8 was a true storyteller. He was the originator of storytellers.
Yeah.
So I jammed a lot of, like I said, I was from California. So I jammed a lot of MC8 and, you know, a lot of Big Pun.
You're from Chicago?
From Chicago, but I grew up in California.
Oh, you did?
I actually, because when I moved from Chicago, I moved to California.
Oh, okay.
I didn't add that part in because you say where I'm from.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's where I'm born in Chicago. But I grew up in California.
So then you moved to California.
And then I moved to
What
Houston.
age did you move to Houston?
I moved to Houston, I was like, it was in '90, so I'm 37 now.
Oh, okay.
Well, what?
Okay, so in the 90s.
So it was in '90, I'm 37 now, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I
I know a lot of people don't realize my age.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to start taking music seriously? About
Well,
what age? What age were you?
I was around 19 because my
19.
brother was on tour with Lil Troy,
Okay.
and I was seeing how those things was going, and I was like, man, I like that.
Okay.
So I started taking it serious.
Okay. So how did you end up meeting Lil Flip and getting with Lil Flip and joining King Life and Clover G and?
Well, that's like a year, decades ago process. He was actually good friends with my brother. Like I said, he was good friends with my brother, and I was around. Flip seen me around everywhere. I was at shows, and he seen me, so he had no choice but to like, man.
Okay.
So I've been around ever since, man. Been rocking ever since.
All right. So I gotta ask you something. You say you're 37 years old, right?
Right.
Most rappers that are in the game right now are a lot. If we're being honest, are a lot younger.
Younger.
How do you feel you battle that? And how do you feel? Does it help you? Does it hurt you? How do you feel that affects you?
I feel it don't hurt or help me.
Okay.
Long as I put out good music, you're gonna accept it. If you accept it. If you don't, you don't. So I don't feel like it'll help or hurt me.
Okay.
Because it's rappers that's older than me. That got records out.
Mm-hmm.
That's accepted. So, an age limit, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I don't feel that's nothing.
Yeah, I mean it shouldn't be because if you go to rock, if you go to any other genre of music, people really that are much older are putting out albums and still selling and selling and selling.
Right.
They shouldn't be an age,
I don't put an age on it.
So with Lil Flip, what have you learned watching a legend like Lil Flip?
Well, his work ethic is so crazy. I see him work. I see how he grind. I see how he hustle, and I'm like a sponge. I just soak it all in. So, soaking it all in and learning what I learned, I know how to put out my own music. I know certain things. I know how to book my own interviews. I know how to book my own stuff. Like, it's just certain things I know how to do on my own just from watching Lil Flips and the other peoples that I've, seen and grow up with and know. So it's just,
I definitely can see
like a sponge. You got to soak it up.
I definitely can see that because you had your questions and you knew what you want to talk about.
Right.
So I could definitely see that you ready and you ready for whatever.
Right.
So talk about have you had any official projects put out prior that we may have missed?
Well, I was a part of a group called Thug Mafia. We put out a CD called Young Rich and Thuggin'.
Okay.
We put that out. I was on a record called Slab Line, and I just put out my single, Street Doctor, featuring my bro Lil Flip.
Okay.
Shot the video to it, So yeah, I put out.
We're gonna check it out. We're gonna put it. We'll put it in the description.
Okay,
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, it's called Street Doctor. Featuring Lil Flip.
Okay.
I just actually put it out maybe a few months ago, and when we travel and tour the world, he lets me, depending on where we at and depending on how the crowd is, he will let me actually perform it, and he will perform it with me.
Okay. Cool,
And so I just it's like being blessed and getting to do opportunities like that is a blessing for me to go all around the world and brand my craft and let other people hear my craft because I have my CDs pressed up or whatever so and he lets me perform and he performs it with me with no problem.
And I mean, are you around to get to see him in all his endeavors, like how he does the app and the MMA fighters and the are you witnessing all of those things go down?
Pretty much around 98% of the time.
Wow! So you really soaking up a lot of game.
I've been soaking it up for a long time. Like I say, like I actually met Flip before he was Little Flip to the world. I met him before that. I knew him. We were childhood friends. And I've been actually rocking with his movement for damn near 2 decades. So I've soaked in a lot of game.
Yeah,
a lot of game.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So what projects you got that you're working on right now? What projects you got coming out?
The Least Expected. I'm not gonna put a date on it, but that's what I'm working on, and
that's the name of it. The Least Expected.
The Least Expected because I was always around. I was never the rapper. I was always around seeing my brothers and Flips and the guys I was with, Screws, and I was seeing them rap. I never was rapping.
Okay.
I was always around at the shows, and like I say a few minutes ago, Flip was always seeing me at the shows and at these places. So he like, man, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? So So my album is called The Least Expected because, you know, they like, damn, so you rapping now? Like, damn, I didn't know you rapping. So that's my album title, The Least Expected.
Okay. All right, man. Well, we're going to check it out. And
No
we gonna definitely look out for you and
No
keep an eye on you. And I hope to
Appreciate
get to hear more from you.
Appreciate you.
And we're gonna definitely, you know, support anything that you put out, support
appreciate
anything
it.
that is good for the culture.
I appreciate it. I've been getting a lot of love, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've been, you know, doing my thing lately, you know, with the fam, everybody working. You know, you got Shermo doing jewelry. Flip got fighters. He's painting.
Yeah.
You got apps. You know, everybody is.
It's all about staying busy.
Right. You
Yeah.
know, he got artists all around the world. You know,
Yeah.
shout out to Young Nook. Shout out to Big J. You know, just a lot of a lot of cats he got. You know what I mean? So you know, everybody working. So how can you not see that and not want to work?
Yeah, be around.
So-
That's very important. You know,
Right.
as growing up, your parents tell you, you know,
Right.
be around people that are doing something
That's it.
positive. And
That's
something, you know, I remember it always sticks in my head is my mom always used to tell me, "An idle's mind is a devil's workshop."
Right.
So if you
Right.
idle mind, you're gonna think of some bad shit to do.
Hey, that's it,
that you don't
man.
want to do.
You know
So
that.
we're gonna look out for the least expected.
The Least Expected.
We'll
And my
look out for
singles
that.
out right now called Street Doctor. Y'all make
Yep.
sure y'all check it out. It's on the Clover G website. You know, it's
Is
there.
it on YouTube too?
It's on YouTube right now.
All right,
Clover
we're
G
gon-
TV.
we're gonna
right
put it on
now,
YouTube.
Called
We're gonna-
Street Doctor. You know, the project The Least Expected. Not gonna put a date on it, but you know, I got a few features on there. I got Scooby of the Grit Boys. I did a record with him.
Okay.
I got a Big T on it. I got a Tulo on it. That's actually Scarface's little brother.
Okay.
And he's locked up right now, free
Yeah.
Tulo. I got him. I got a few people on the project, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna
We
be
supposed
crazy.
we supposed to be getting Scarface in here. Scarface in with Cocaine Novocaine. Hopefully, eventually.
Okay,
We can get them
okay.
both in at the same time and kind of
Okay.
do what we doing now. Like
Right.
You know, he's gonna do an interview with
right,
Scarface and then
right,
introduce
right.
you.
Shout out to
and
the
all that.
homie Face, man. You know,
Shout
what
out
it
to
is.
Scarface,
He
man.
definitely put on for Houston, man.
Definitely,
you know,
yeah.
Definitely. So you know,
You gotta always
he's a
shout out
legend.
Scarface.
Right, got to. How can you not do an interview and shout out Scarface?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That means you
know.
ain't this.
Right, you're not all about the culture if you're not shouting out Scarface. Right, right.
All right, man. We out. You can check us out at www.all4theculture.com. You can check us out at All for the Culture Show. Y'all can check me out at Hip Hop Handicap on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. And shout out your Instagrams and all your
Y'all
social
can
media.
check me out at theoriginalaj.tmf, theoriginalajtmf Instagram, man. Holla at me. Y'all know what it is.
All right, man. We out. Thank you.